corners. Welcome. This is a quick review of verb tenses and the structures which you need to know and master at upper intermediate and advanced levels. And if you're intermediate level, like you would also want to start mastering all of these because this is basically the beginning of, let's say, the higher levels of proficiency. When you speak English, when you read, when you write, you're going to be able to understand what people say, what people write, and you must be able to express yourself with clarity. It's not the same when you use only one or two, like simple present and past tense only. The ideas are completely different. We will not understand exactly what you mean sometimes if you always speak using past tense and present simple. So let's get into this. Let's check. The first thing is the basic structure. There's a subject, there's a verb. The verb to be, there is always this structure, like there's a complement. I am big, I'm here. So one thing says where you are, who you are, or a description like what are you like? I am big. Where are you? I am here, right? So we use that verb to say those three, with three different meanings. What are you like? Where are you? And who are you? You are over there, that's where. You are happy, that's how you feel. And that's another way in which we use the verb to be. He is high. We can say he is big, he's here, he's over there, he's happy, he's excited, he is tall, she is, it is. Something that you always need to use, you know, the verb to be in this kind of sentences. Some students from some languages, like they often eliminate, they say I big. Well, that wouldn't be correct because I big is incomplete. If you said I am big, now we understand. If you say we are big, we understand. So you can also think of, do I need to use we? Yes. Are isn't enough. Just like we isn't enough. We big? No. We 10 years old? No. We are 10 years old. We are. You need to use that. I emphasize this just to make sure that you don't forget that, because if you cannot master this, it's time to start mastering this basic principle, basic structure for any sentence. There is a subject, like who does this, who is it, and the verb. And we move on with the verb to be, mean the verb to have. Have changes just a little. He has, she has, it has. I have a car, you have a dog, you have 10 pencils, he has a car, he has a dog. As you see, the object can change. What do you have? That's the object of the verb. It has, we have, and they have. Next. The next verb is a verb to do, basic. Do not forget this. Many students forget to say he does. They often want to say he do. They don't think about it. They don't think they're making this kind of mistake until they are speaking, and then somebody tells them, and they're like, what? Yeah, sometimes for months and months, they forget about this. You need to use the verb to do correctly. If it's he or she, third person singular, he, she, you should say he does many things. The verb go is the same. I go to the beach, you go to the beach, she goes to the beach, the dog goes to the beach, my father goes. It's not correct to say my father, he goes. Don't say that. Some students want to do this, you know, like say, like they say, my father, my father, he goes. No, that's not correct. So do not speak like that. Okay. And so he goes, my father goes. Next. Now, before that, actually, I want to help you realize that in this case, we're using the verb to go in combination with to, because we use go to a place. So for now, we're gonna keep it simple. Is the most common combination go to, go to. He goes to Vancouver. She goes into the building. You see, this is a different one. This means go in. So she enters the building. The most common though is to, but we're gonna focus on that a bit later. So for now, let's go back. And other verbs, you know, they also change, like he works, he studies, he plays, you play, we play. You know this, but I'm saying this because many students forget. You do not want to forget this structure, especially how the verb changes when the subject is he, she, or it. For example, we can say the president works hard. Works. The president works, not work. Works. He, because president means he, it's a he. Next, the present continuous. See, because if you master those other structures, you can use present continuous very well. I am running. Some students want to say I running, that's present continuous. No, I running. If you don't say this, if you say only I running, bam, wrong, incorrect, big mistake. Go back to beginner level. I'm kidding. No, you cannot speak like that at intermediate level. You cannot speak like that at any higher level. You must master this. So I am running, you are eating, he is studying, it is studying, we are dancing. You see, that's the correct structure, and this is the focus, is present continuous, the verb to be and ing. I am running, we are dancing, we are watching it. That means it's happening now. This is the structure of this present continuous, but it means it's happening now. Even if we don't say when, we know in English, we understand that's what this means. Okay, so don't think that, oh, it doesn't say when, so it should be tomorrow or next week or yesterday. No, we don't need that information. That is actually not necessary. We will understand that it means now. Next, present perfect. This is very easy. Have and a past participle. Students in Russia often call it, and in some other countries probably, they call it first form, second form, third form. We don't understand that in English. Like, maybe it helped you understand that in the past, but it's time to use the right expression. That is called past participle. Remember? So if you hear me say past participle, it means like have would be had, past tense, and had, the past participle. The verb to be, infinitive is to be. The present tense is three forms like am, is, are. The past tense was and were, and the past participle been. So we're using been here. You see that? Been, the past participle. You have eaten, past participle. She has studied. You see has, what I told you earlier. So you gotta master this. Otherwise we will get it. You want to speak English well and be understood. So this is how you do it. We have danced, right? And then you can say how many years, you know, for 2 years, we have danced for 2 years. He has studied every subject, he's an expert. Next. The present perfect continuous is the same, except for one thing. You always need the verb to be in continuous tenses, like I am running, past I was running. Present perfect continuous is you need to have, so have been running. That means it was happening for some time, probably still happening now. We never mention when this was. We can say the duration for 2 years. Again, I'm going to show you here, the duration is for 2 years. But if we don't, we cannot say when this was with a specific time. It's impossible. Otherwise, we will not understand your idea. But the structure is like that. Oh, did I make a mistake? Maybe I did make a mistake. It says past participle? No. Should be a verb that ends in ing. The past participle is here. Remember? That's the past participle. Have, past participle. Been, not have am, but have been. I have been, verb and ing, ending ing, traveling. You have been eating all my veggies. Why did you do that? She has been studying. You see the ing, all of them have the ing. That means it's continuous. That means it was in progress or is still in progress. So we don't know the specific time. It just means it was recent or for some time during the past. And again, we cannot mention specific time. Okay. Now, the next point is future. Future is easy. You only use the verb. This is a simple future with will, okay? Not the idiomatic future. So this is will and the verb. Again, I'll repeat that. Will and a verb. I will be older tomorrow morning. I will play games with you when I see you. You will eat my food if I marry you. She will chase. He will chase women. She will chase men. The dog will do it. He will eat this food. We will buy the, it's very easy, right? You already know this. Let's get to something more advanced. When it's continuous, what will you be doing and when? Now, if you look to that, it says will, be, and the verb ending in ing. I will be playing ing games next Sunday. It should be a capital, right? So let's capitalize that. I will be playing games next Sunday. So we have to say when, otherwise it will make no sense. We have to make reference, either because in context we know, or because we have to mention, like in this case, next Sunday. I'll be playing games next Sunday. So it will be happening. You go to this house where this person said it, that's what you will see. He will be playing. You will be singing songs during the party. He will be sleeping by 11:30 p.m. So that means he will start sometime before 11:30 p.m. and he will be, this will be happening at that time. It will be happening, right? We'll be watching a football match. Hey, wanna come to my party? No. Why? Because your party is at 7. At 7, we will be watching a football match. Okay, you see? It's the same with they. Okay. And next, future perfect. This is like past perfect. We cannot say specifically when it was. Well, in here, we can say by when, but not when it will happen. We will have been to many countries by 2029. By means before 2029 or on 2029. You see? Before, so between now and 2029, this is true. We will have been to many countries by that time. You will have eaten all my veggies by 6. So that's 6 p.m. Yeah, that's a timeline. 6 p.m. Hold on. Someone explained this in a different way. Let's try again. So let's try that again. Here, look. So like I was saying, we have a timeline. Boom, that's the timeline. The future is over there on the right side, yeah? And the past is here. So I'm gonna say this is the past, P for past, F for future. This is now, N, that's now. Let's move it a little bit forward to the middle. Yeah, so this is now. Yeah, that is now. And now we're gonna look at how and when this means. Okay, so 6 p.m. is here. Uh-oh, that's not a nice 6. 6, so 6 p.m. What I mean by this is that I will eat sometime between now and here. But by 6 o'clock, I will be finished. So I can finish here like 5. I can finish here like at 3. I can finish here like at 2. You know, in fact, I could even finish at 5:55. Yeah, I can finish at 5:55, a few minutes before you come. It doesn't matter. What I mean is, if you come at 6 and you check, there will be no vegetables. I will eat, I will have finished. I will not eat them. I will have finished. The action is complete before that time. If this was not 2020, I mean, instead of that, it was 2029, then before 29 or in that time. In that case, because this has been, right? Next, I will have finished her, she will have finished her studies by 2023. So in 2023, that's the last time you could possibly see her studying, because by that time she will be graduating. I say she will be graduating when? In 2023. See, he will have graduated by December. So in November or in October or in September, sometime before that. Make sense? Now, simple past. Very easy, subject, verb, complement. I was, you were, he was, she was. Next, simple past tense with other verbs. So I went, I saw. It's not, some students want to say this. They want to say, I was, and instead of when, they want to say go. I was go to the beach. I was go. Bam. No, no, it's not correct. I went. Yeah. You thought about Vancouver. Yeah. She gave her a present. He gave in the past. Yeah. They did an amazing job. We watched a James Bond film. That means it's in the past. How do we know? Because it says when, saw, thought, gave, watched, did. I didn't say when. It just means we finished this in the past. If we want to say that it was happening, it was like in progress, then I would say I was running, I was looking for you, you were eating when I saw you, I went to the gym, I saw you, you were driving. So you were in the car, you were driving, you were doing it, you hadn't finished. Yeah. If it's past perfect, this is something that students understand very well, and we use had. Present perfect, it would be, if it's in the present, I have seen this man before. I've seen him. That means present perfect, but I had seen him. I had with this had. That means it was before. Sometimes we use it in combination with other verbs, like you had eaten all my veggies before you came home. So when you came home, all the veggies were in your stomach, in your stomach. She had studied law before let's start again. He had studied law before he joined this company. So if I say when he joined the company, was he studying? No, he had finished. Before he joined the company, he had finished. He had studied it. He had graduated. Well, maybe not. It doesn't say that. Just studied. He had finished that action. He had finished this. Okay. It's very important you remember that. You check it out. This is a couple. They had many problems. They finally got divorced. So this happened first in time, and this happened later. Make sense? Okay. So that's how we use past perfect. Past perfect continuous is to say something had been happening for some time. So we say things like this. I had been traveling in many countries. You had been eating all my veggies. And so I gained weight because I had been eating all the meat. You see how I said I gained in the past? I gained weight because you had been eating all my veggies. So you were doing that for some time before I became heavier. You see, she had been studying law before I met her. We had been dancing. Now, if you have some questions on how to use this is not a grammar lesson on each of these verb tenses, is the structure only. This is just for you to remember. It's a review. If you don't understand this, I will help you, let me know, okay? But you will learn everything at the right time. So this is just like a review, a reminder of the structure. Had been doing it, had been, and I'll repeat this here. Had been doing this. You had been doing this. He had been studying. See, he had been studying. So studying. And then passive voice. Aha. So maybe I should stop here. I'll leave passive voice for another day, because passive voice is a bit difficult and some students don't know how to do it. So I will do that in the next video. Okay. Now that's the end. So I'll leave it at that right here. And I'll see you in the next